Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Northern Burlington County Regional High School. I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Dick Amaro. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, April 9th, as the Northern Burlington boys varsity baseball team takes on Cherry Hill East Cougars. How are you doing today, Decker?
I'm excited to do this game. This is one of our first where it's just you and I. Kyle won't be here today because he's actually playing in this game, so we'll get to see one of the members behind this this commentary crew.
The Greyhounds come into this game. They are currently 0-1. They had their first loss of the season versus Pennsauken. And in that game, Sam Irvin pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, and the Greyhounds lost a nail-biter in that one on a pass ball at the very end. So this is their home opener. I know they're looking to get a big win in front of the home crowd, and they're just trying to keep that base runner honest, it looks like right now.
Yeah, you don't really want to open up with a leadoff man on first base, but as long as you can just keep it there, limit the damage, as it's going to look like we get an out at first, but the runner's going to move on to second. So it's not really the start you're looking for when you get the first man on, but they have started to limit the damage already. 1 out, 1 man on second.
Northern is led by head coach Mr. Rick Doppler. He's been doing a great job with this team, and I know he's got these boys fired up and ready to go. The Cougars are led by head coach Mr. Eric Radbill, and actually the Cougars are just coming off an exciting tournament that they played over the spring break where they defeated some teams from South Carolina and from New York. So they come into this game 3-1, and they averaged about 9 runs per game during that tournament. So Northern's definitely got their hands full today, but certainly a lot of baseball here to play.
This Cherry Hill East offense is pretty deadly, as they've been able to put up massive scores in pretty much every game they've played so far this season, except for the last one. But their defense has been porous, to say the least, as they've given up quite a few runs in each of those games as well. They've been able to win most of them, but they've given up some runs in each, a good amount of runs in each game so far.
Now this is a team in the Cougars looking to bounce back from last season when they were 9-16, but they've got some upperclassmen on the field that we've seen already get on base, and they're looking to get a big win here, try to spoil the home opener for the Greyhounds.
That one's going to be a little low, and looks like the runner thought about moving to third, but couldn't get away in time before he would have been called out. But that's going to be a ball for Joey Wright of Cherry Hill East. So he's working the count a little bit, trying to find his way on base to join his teammate.
On the mound for the Greyhounds is Mike Bell. It was a great pickoff attempt there by catcher Will Mesa. Looks like he's going to just keep that runner on second. But as I was saying, on the mound for the Greyhounds is Mike Bell. Has a runner in scoring position right now, looking to kind of calm down a little bit here in the first inning, and looking to pick up his first win of the season.
Yeah, it's always nice to have your first start of the season be at home, but it's a little nervous to be that home opener because you're trying to start the season off. You're trying to get off to a good push, and you're already down 0-1. So this is a really crucial game to start off the season. So looks like Mike Bell's taking a little bit of a breather here. We know he's had some elbow issues so far this season, but he's getting ready to throw another one.
Looks like that one's going to go wild past Mesa, advance the runner to third, and now the Cougars have runners on the corners here in the top of the first. Now Northern's coming off a disappointing season last year. They finished the season 12-10. 2 years ago, the Greyhounds were division champs, so they're looking to have a bounce-back year. They've got a great group of seniors out there on the field right now, including Kyle Frassini, Cam Klauser, Will Mesa, Tanner Thorne, Ryan Rainwright, Sam Irvin. So it looks like Mesa's just going to try to calm down Bell here, try to get out of this inning.
Yeah, this is a group of guys that have been playing together for a long time, this Northern team, as it's comprised of a lot of seniors. That looks like a good pitch. That one's going to be a strike. So these guys have gotten used to and gotten comfortable with playing with one another. So we're only seeing their chemistry grow each season. And I feel like this season is going to be a little bit better than the somewhat disappointing season we had last year.
And even though the Hounds are 0-1 so far this season, they actually got some really good play from their seniors. As I said, Sam Irvin pitched a good game. In the first game of the season, he gave up 3 runs, but only on 6 hits, and he went the distance. They also got singles from Sam Irvin, Cam Klauser, as well as a double from Kyle Forsini. So they've got some good senior leadership out there, and certainly with Mesa behind the plate, looking to have a really successful year.
Still got to find their way out of this one, and runners in the corners. It's going to be a strikeout, and we're going to go to the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Greyhounds is Lorenzo Repack. Decker, we had the opportunity to see him actually on the basketball team. We did quite a few basketball games this season, and we know he's got a lot of speed. So if he can make something happen here and get a runner on base for the Greyhounds, he can start this inning well. And certainly anytime you can get a runner on the first at bat, you give yourself a much better chance of scoring. And it looks like he's just being patient here versus the Cougars.
Yeah, and you want to start your order with a speedster like Repack, because if he can get on to first base, he's one of those guys that's really dangerous and threatening to steal almost every time he gets onto first base. We're going to see him walk there right now. That was a really good opening at bat. Make the pitcher work. He used 4 pitches to walk him, and Repack's going to find himself solidly on first base, looking to steal.
And now with the second batter in the order here, I would look for Northern to lay down a bunt. You can always advance the batter, get an out, and look to put a runner in scoring position right away. And we'll see what the Greyhounds have in store. It looks like they're going to do just that. So good look there by the batter. And as I said, Northern's going to look to advance this runner quickly and hopefully jump on top of the Cougars early in this game.
Looks like that one's going to be... I think he tried to bunt that, but it went foul. So it was a good attempt because Repack easily got to second, but that one's just going to go out of bounds.
We got a really chilly day here at the farm. This one started off at around 50 degrees, so I don't think weather's going to be much of a factor, but certainly an unseasonably cold day here for this home opener. But we have a great turnout of family, friends, community members, students on hand for this great matchup, and I know a lot of people are excited for the spring season. So we have a lot of exciting teams. And it looks like Cherry Hill's going to just try to keep Repack close to the base there. As you said, Decker, he's got a lot of speed. We saw him on the basketball team, varsity team, and I would be shocked if he didn't at least try to steal. And it looks like he's going to go, and that's going to get past the catcher. So Repack's going to go to second base there. And I know Coach Doppler likes the effort there, and he's going to hold him on second. Try to get a run here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, looked to me like Cherry Hill East catcher tried too hard to make a play there. He could have easily just gotten the ball cleanly and thrown it, but he was trying to go fast and let Repack get the second. That's going to be a ground out, but it's going to move the runner to third. And with only one out, this is a great position for Northern to get on the board early.
Batting third for the Greyhounds is actually our fellow commentator, Mr. Kyle Forsini. He's looking to maybe get an RBI here, advance the runner, put a run up for the Greyhounds. Kyle is committed to Montclair State for next year. He's actually going to be playing baseball for the Montclair State University as well as majoring in broadcast communications. So we wish him the best of luck, and certainly he's going to try to make something happen here in front of the home crowd. Looks like he's going to smack that one down the first baseline, and it's going to go foul. So get another chance here to try to put a run in for the Greyhounds.
he had the right idea there. Just hit it down the first baseline, and it's really hard to stop Repack from getting home, even if he gets himself out. An RBI is always what you're looking for when you come up. And it looks like he's going to do just that, and we're going to get Northern up on the board early, 1-0.
Coming up here for the Greyhounds, batting cleanup is catcher Will Mesa. Looks like he took a big swing there at the first pitch. So he's one of the senior leaders, as we talked about. Looks like that one's going to be the third out of the inning. Northern 1-0 lead as we go into the top of the second.
All right, so we move on to the top of the second inning. Northern up 1-0, and Cherry Hill East trying to play a little comeback.
As we said, East has already played quite a few games this season. They had, as I said, out-of-town team visit them over the spring break, and also traveled to a couple of locations as well. So they're 3-1. They've got a lot of practice so far. And they've got some outstanding players on their team as well, including outfielder Stephen Lombardi, catcher Drew Peltzman, second baseman Joey Wright, who we saw Justin Kane as one of their standouts as well. So they've got a good group of guys, and they're looking to tie this one up here in the second inning. Looks like we have a change in pitching as well. Looks like Joey Horton is now on the mound now for the Greyhounds. Looks like Doppler has sat down Mike Bell. Maybe he had an injury or aggravated his elbow, as you had stated earlier, Decker. So we wish him a speedy recovery. So Joey Horton's going to take over here for the Greyhounds, currently up 1-0.
Yeah, unfortunately for Northern, we have a pretty solid bullpen that can keep us in these games, even if we have to lose a starting pitcher like we've had to already this game with Mike Bell going down. So we're down to our second pitcher, but like I said, I think the bullpen's pretty strong, and Horton's proven that already.
Certainly it's always beneficial to have an early lead, especially in your home opener, trying to jump on a team that we've seen now. Decker has more than capable of scoring quite a few runs, but looks like the Greyhounds have a great game plan, and that one's going to pop up and be the second out of the inning. All right, so Horton's been doing a great job keeping the pitch count low, punching out the first two batters, and try to get out of this one quickly here in the second.
Yeah, this is an impressive start from this Northern team that's already 0-1 for the year, as they've been pretty much like not allowing Cherry Hill East to do anything offensively, despite being a really good offensive team, as they only got a hit and a walk last inning. So it looks like Joey Horton looking to retire the side with a 1-2-3 inning.
And it looks like that's going to be the last out of the inning. So great job there to the Greyhounds as we take over in the second inning. Currently in the lead, 1-0. Now you can keep up with all the athletic action from Northern on Twitter at NBC_athletics, and that's run by our athletic director, Dr. Dan Uzak. He does a great job. So Northern currently in the lead, 1-0. And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Decker Morrow. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, April 9th. 2018, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cherry Hill East Cougars, which has been a really tight matchup so far, but certainly a lot of baseball to play here, as we're only in the second inning.
Yeah, so far it's come down to who was able to better manage their runner in scoring position, as Northern was able to advance Lorenzo Repack and get him home, but Cherry Hill East struggled to do the same thing with only one out in the inning. They had runners in first and third, and they were not able to score any runs. So that's been the difference in this game so far.
Looks like that's going to be a chopper down the third base line. That one's going to go foul. And Northern's going to get another opportunity here. looks like he's going to go right back in the same direction, and he's going to beat out the throw. So Northern currently on base, runner on first. That's what you like to see to start off the inning. Looked like that was Andrew Minicelli there on first, and Northern's going to look to maybe put up another run here in the second.
Yeah, so far this season, Minicelli's been great at getting on base. He had 2 walks in that first game. So despite not hitting anything in the first game, he still got on a couple times, and he's already on this one. Pretty decent start for the season for Minicelli.
And as we said, that first game really could have gone either way. Pennsauken won on a steal on a wild pitch to win that one 3-2. That one was at Pennsauken. They were actually up 2-0. Northern tied it up in the third, but they got some great contributions from their pitcher, Ramon Andujar, for Pennsauken. He struck out 6 and only had 3 hits in a complete game win. Northern could very easily be 1-0, looking to bounce back here and get a big win in front of the home crowd. And they certainly have been aggressive so far today. And now they've got 2 runners on, first and second. So I'd like to see the effort there. And we'll see what the Hounds can do. Hopefully put some runs on the board. It looks like we're going to get a quick timeout here to try to calm down the pitcher. We'll pick back up here on the game action.
Yeah, if you're Northern, this is the dream start to the second inning. You get a 1-2-3 inning with your relief pitcher, and then start it with 0 outs and runners on first and second. You couldn't ask for anything better. That's going to be a swing and a miss there. But Northern's really set up for success this inning with already having a runner in scoring position. So pretty much just a deep single could score another runner already.
And it looks like that one's going to go up the middle, and Northern's going to score another run. So great job there by the Greyhounds. Currently in the lead in this one, 2-0, with a runner now on first and second. And I'm sure Coach Doppler and the coaching staff love to see the effort so far, as Northern has been highly aggressive on the offensive end, manufacturing runs. And a big swing and a miss there for the Greyhounds, but currently in the lead, 2-0.
Yeah, and that's exactly how you coach an inning. You get 2 runners on, and you tell somebody to look for the single down the middle, and that'll dribble somebody in from second. Yeah, it looks like that one's going to also be foul. So, oh, I'm sorry. I think that was caught deep, and that's an out. So we still have runners on first and second, 1 out. Northern can easily get another runner, perhaps 2 or 3 more this inning, to try to extend their 2-0 lead that they've already built on.
And we thought that the Cougars were going to try to calm down their pitcher, but it seems like he's in a pinch here in the second inning with runners on first and second. And the Greyhounds looking to maybe put up another run here before the end of the inning.
This is the type of game coming in where Cherry Hill East has struggled defensively so far on the season. So you got to put up those runs early and often if you're going to want to keep up with the offense that they've shown so far. And Northern's been able to do just that, and they've actually completely eliminated everything Cherry Hill East has been able to do offensively, keeping them at only, I think, a hit so far this game.
And it looks like that's going to be a chopper to the second baseman. He's going to get the quick out there. But Northern still in the driver's seat here with runners in the corners. 2 outs now in the bottom of the second, looking to increase this lead. Key pitch. Now you can follow Northern TV on Twitter at Northern_TV. You can check us out on Comcast Channel 19, Verizon Channel 42. We're also streaming on the web. So lots of ways to stay plugged into all things here at Northern. We also have our YouTube channel, and you can download our app at appcatch.com to check out all kinds of things related to Northern TV, including DVD sales, programming information, sponsorship opportunities, and more. You can also email us at northerntv@nburlington.com. So Northern currently in the driver's seat in this one, up 2-0 in the bottom of the second in their home opener for the 2018 season.
And you got runners in scoring position here. This is a perfect opportunity for Northern to try to capitalize on that and extend the lead. It looks like they will, as that's going to be a double for Northern, as it's going to extend the lead to 4-0.
So great at bat there for the Greyhounds, currently in the lead, 4-0. And it looks like that one was going to get past the second baseman, but quickly scooped up there by the center fielder. And that would have been a wild pitch there to advance another runner, but held them on second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Northern currently in the lead, 4-0. And maybe looking to punch one more in here before the end of the inning.
And Cherry Hill East pitching is looking a little shaky right now, as they've given up quite a few runs this inning, and they're just trying to stop the bleeding at this point. That's going to be another checked runner, as he's going to get back to second in time. But two outs, bottom of the second. Northern with a 4-0 lead, trying to extend it even further with a runner on second.
And Cherry Hill's pitching staff is led by Len Ansari as well as Jacob Manders. They're sort of the 1-2 punch there for Cherry Hill East. And big swing attempt there by the Greyhounds, but Cherry Hill looking to get out of a jam here. And that's going to do it. So Northern currently in the lead, 4-0 as we head into the top of the third inning. Joey Horton on the mound for the Greyhounds. Looks like that's going to get popped up. And great catch there. So 1 out already in the top of the third.
Yeah, you can't do it much faster than that either. 1 pitch, 1 out in the top of the third. It's exactly what you want when you're already into your middle relievers, because you don't want to have to give them too many pitches, or they're going to have to be swapped out. So Joey Horton's done a great job so far this game. He's faced 4 batters, gotten them all out until this point, in which it looks like Cherry Hill East is going to get a single, and they've now got a runner on first with 1 out. Top of the third.
Now Northern TV records 2 varsity sports per season. Actually, we had our hands full this past year. In the fall, Decker, you and I, and Kyle Forsini did 7 in the fall. We did 5 in the winter, and we're looking to continue the proud tradition of Northern sports this spring with some exciting games on the docket this week as well, including varsity boys volleyball versus RV, varsity boys lacrosse versus RV, as well as a softball game this week as well. So we're looking to continue the proud tradition of Northern TV and Northern sports. So stay tuned, folks, to everything Northern TV. And it looks like Horton got him on that one. That was looked like a high fastball.
If everything goes accordingly, we might get up to 16 games this season, which I think is probably a record for the number of games we've done. But so that's pretty interesting to see our group grow with these sports teams each year. Watch them get better and better. Right before Kyle and I are going to leave, and you're going to have to continue this tradition with another group.
Absolutely, and for those who don't know, Decker is committed to University of Clemson, so looking forward to all your adventures there, Decker, in the fall and over the next 4 years. They've got a great athletic program there as well, so hopefully you can get on to their broadcast team and provide some insight and some integral information. Looks like that one's going to be a shot, but going to go foul, as Cherry Hill East looks to try to cut into this lead, currently down 4-0.
Yeah, right now they're doing anything they can in the top of the third, just trying to put up something to get themselves back in this game. They've let slip a little bit. That one is also going to go foul, and Cherry Hill East, they survived to face another pitch.
Big lead there by the runner on first. It looks like he's going to get a quick jump and challenge Mesa. And that one's going to get past the second baseman again, but again, scooped up quickly. We actually have Kyle Forsini there in center field, so great heads-up play there, but you can see Cherry Hill's wasting no time getting aggressive on the base path, trying to cut into this lead here in the top of the third.
Yeah, this runner has been very aggressive so far, as you've seen almost every pitch. He's been sprinting through the bases, trying to get as far as he can. But that's what you do when you're down 4-0, as it looks like now Cherry Hill East is going to be walked, and they're going to have runners on first and second base.
Some kids got hurt. That was the only part that I actually noticed.
So a little bit of a rocky start here in the third. Looks like Mesa's trying to keep that runner honest there at second. And as you said, Decker, they have been really aggressive on the base path
She got a black coat from her friend.
in this inning, but they kind of need to be. They're trying to get back into this game, trying to generate some runs.
She got one from her friend.
Here in the third, certainly the game is far from over, but with only one out, I wouldn't be surprised to maybe try to see a bunt here or something to try to advance the runners.
Yeah, especially because you don't want to let this game get too out of hand. If you're Cherry Hill East, you've seen Northern get 4 runs up already, and you need to let that violent offense that you've showed all season so far get to work and try to close the gap before your defense has to come out and make a stop, because they haven't been able to do that so far this game.
East does have some outstanding players, including Evan Frisbee, DJ Gornberg, Beckett McAlwee, Sean McKenna, as well as Justin Toblowski. So they're more than capable of putting up runs, as we've said. And it looks like they're going to get caught in a rundown here. We'll see what the Greyhounds can do. And it looks like they're going to get them. So that's going to be the second out of the inning. But runner advanced to second, but great heads-up play there by the infield. And Northern now 1 out away here from ending this inning and trying to get out of a quick jam.
Yeah, I get why that runner from first advanced to second, but I don't know if it's necessarily the right play, because it pinches your own player even further, as he only has one exit plan now. But they caught him in the pickle there between second and third. That's going to be the second out. Great defensive play. And it looks like that's going to be a single that's going to bring the runner home for Cherry Hill East. So make it a 4-1 lead now for Northern.
So great play there by the Cougars, cutting into this one, 4-1. Northern 1 out away from getting out of this inning. And again, large lead there for the runner on first. And it's clear that Cherry Hill is trying to get out of this one, but now they have 2 runners on, and the runner's going to get to third, it looks like, if he could beat the tag. And just heads-up base running there by the Cougars. And now they've got runners on the corners with 2 outs. And Horton's in a jam, looking to get out of this one.
Yeah, I think second base was trying to make too much out of that play and kind of threw it away and allowed the runner to get to third. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here as they go talk to Horton.
And that's going to be a pop-up there, and looks like Northern's going to get that one and get out of the jam there in the third inning. So we head into the bottom of the third. Northern currently in the lead, 4-1. Did a great job in the last inning, staying aggressive on the base path and putting up those runs. Now we have an exciting spring sports season here at the farm. As we look ahead, we had some pretty successful teams last year. The golf team was 5-12 last year. The spring track team was competitive in all of their meets. The girls lacrosse team was 8-8. They advanced to the state tournament. Boys lacrosse won 13 games. They finished 5 games over 500, had a state tournament victory, and they were one of the top teams in the Burlington County Scholastic League. And they did a great job. And certainly we have a lot of exciting sports on the docket for this spring as well. So as we look ahead, we wish all the teams the best of luck. Looks like that's going to be the quick out there for Cherry Hill. A little meeting mound here as they try to get back into this one. Currently down 4-1. We also have a lot of exciting events coming up here this spring at the farm, including the annual Athletic Hall of Fame that's going to be on April 21st at the Old York Country Club. That's going to start at 6 p.m. This year's inductees include athletes Anthony Calley, James Humble, Kerry Lee Williams, Michael Shaw, Coach Doug Daniels, the 1980 softball team, as well as honorary inductee Miss Michelle O'Neill has done a great job with our athletic department over the years. So Northern quickly gets on base, puts another runner on. The bottom of the third here in this great matchup. We've also got our annual Greyhound Choice Awards coming up at the high school, as well as our middle school Greyhound Gala, Scholars Night, Senior Night, and of course graduation 2018. So lots of exciting things here coming up in the spring, and you can check out Northern TV for information on all of that stuff, as well as our YouTube channel. We just came off of a timeout there. Usually those are used to break momentum or the officials meet. It looked like there was a problem with the ball, but we're back into this one. And a big swing there by the Greyhounds, but no luck. So Northern, runner on first, bottom of the third. Looking to hopefully put up another run here and enhance this lead. Now this is just one of many games happening here at the farm. We have a lot of exciting matchups going on today. We have our girls lacrosse team is playing Holy Cross. Later this afternoon we have the boys tennis team. They're traveling to Trenton Catholic. We wish them the best of luck. As well as the boys volleyball team who is traveling to Camden County Tech. We also have the boys lacrosse team in action today, and they are playing Cinnaminson, and that's here home at the farm. These two teams, Northern and Cherry Hill East, although don't play each other very often, did play 2 years ago, and in that game Northern was victorious. That game was in Cherry Hill. They defeated the Cougars 10-4. That's going to be a pop-up over by the third baseline. Looks like we've got to get Coach Doppler out of the way there. And an acrobatic catch by the Cougars to end the inning. There's going to be no rest for the Hounds, as Northern has a game in 2 days. That's going to be away at Haddonfield. We'd like for our friends, families, community members, students on hand to come out and support our Hounds. As we said, Northern lost their opener to Pennsauken. That's a tough one because that's a division game. Northern's in the division with Morristown, Burlington Township, RV, and Pennsauken. So those division games, super important. Northern dropped the first one, but still plenty of baseball left to play. With the spring season just underway, we had a really exciting winter season wrap up just recently here at the farm with a lot of competitive teams and some teams that really made history. The boys bowling team was 7-13, girls bowling 8-12, highly competitive. The swim team was 4-8 with some big wins, including one versus Holy Cross. The winter track team was competitive in all their meets. Our girls basketball team advanced to the state tournament with a record of 13-13 for the first time in a few years, and they actually hosted a home playoff game, which was really exciting. Wrestling team finished 9-11, finished second in their division. We also had 3 District 22 champs, including Ellery Perfect, Billy Nolan, and Chris Ratty. And the boys basketball team won the BCSL title for the first time in 45 years, and they advanced to the state tournament, and they actually got some really great play from senior Josh Jackson, who set a milestone with his 1,000th point. So a lot of exciting action for the winter season, and of course our winter cheerleaders who kept everybody motivated. And certainly we look ahead to the spring season with lots of exciting things, and you can check out Northern TV for some of those exciting events, including boys and girls basketball games from the past season, a lot of exciting fall sporting seasons, high school and middle school concerts, including our recent spring jazz concert, our flagship show, the Northern News, Students of the Month, video on our FFA week, video on the Month of the Military Child, our program of studies, and much, much more. So lots of ways to stay plugged in. Lots of ways to keep up with all things Northern and Northern TV. And we've got an exciting matchup currently here at the farm as the varsity boys baseball team takes on the Cherry Hill East Cougars, and what looks to be a really close matchup so far. And this has been a really feisty one here at the farm, but Northern's in the lead, and if they can continue to attack on offense and play great defense, they can pull off a big one here tonight in front of our home crowd. And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Decker Morrow. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, April 9th, 2018, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cherry Hill East Cougars in a great local matchup. And certainly a lot of action left to play here in this game. And, our teams are looking at the state playoffs as well. A lot of our teams are going to advance to the state playoffs. So be sure to tune in to Northern TV for all things Northern sports, as well as other great programming. And you can follow all Northern athletics, as I said, at NBC_athletics. And that is run by our athletic director, Dr. Dan Uzak. He does a great job keeping everybody plugged in. So we love for our community members, our students, our families to come out and show their support for all of our teams. And certainly our boys are doing a great job here tonight. This batter certainly staying patient, working the pitch count. Looks like a shot to the third baseman. And another diving catch he has, falling back. Maybe he got the ball lost in the sun there again, but makes the play, acrobatic play, and great effort. Again, really aggressive play there by both teams. Still some time left. You can just hear that wind whipping through, and that's a credit to our boys, both teams actually, playing really through some tough weather conditions here tonight with the wind. Great night for a game, great turnout here at the farm as usual.
All right, cool. All right, love, well, listen. All right, sounds good. All right. All right, catch you later. Bye. Bye.
Julian Lopez at bat here for the Greyhounds, looking to get on base, hopefully expand the lead. And that's going to be a great hit by Lopez. Looks like it's going to be a stand-up double. Coming up for the Greyhounds is leadoff hitter Lorenzo Repek.
Yeah, and you want to start your order with a speedster like Repack, because if he can get onto first base, he's one of those guys that's really dangerous and threatening to steal almost every time he gets onto first bases.
And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Decker Morrow. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, April 9th, 2018, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cherry Hill East Cougars, and which has been a really tight matchup so far. Great turnout, friends, family, community members on hand here at the farm. It is an extremely windy night, and you can hear the wind whipping through, but if our boys can stay aggressive, hopefully they can get a big win.
And you got runners in scoring position here. This is a perfect opportunity for Northern to try to capitalize on that and extend the lead.
And as I said, both these teams have been playing really aggressive, and they've both been really focused, and that's a credit to their players and certainly their coaching staff.
And Cherry Hill East trying to play a little comeback.
As we said, East has already played quite a few games this season. They had, as I said, out-of-town team visit them over the spring break, and also traveled to a couple of locations as well. So they're 3-1. They've got a lot of practice so far. And they've got some outstanding players on their team as well, including outfielder Stephen Lombardi, catcher Drew Peltzman, second baseman Joey Wright, who we saw Justin Kane as one of their standouts as well. So they've got a good group of guys. And again, for those just tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Decker Morrow. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, April 9th, 2018, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cherry Hill East Cougars in a great local matchup. You can check out Northern TV for some of those exciting events, including boys and girls basketball games from the past season, a lot of exciting fall sporting seasons, high school and middle school concerts, including our recent spring jazz concert, our flagship show, the Northern News, Students of the Month, video on our FFA week, video on the Month of the Military Child, our program of studies, and much, much more. So lots of ways to stay plugged in, lots of ways to keep up with all things Northern and Northern TV, and we've got an exciting matchup currently here at the farm.
Just trying to put up something to get themselves back in this game. They've let slip a little bit. That one is also going to go foul, and Cherry Hill East, they survived to face another pitch.
Big lead there by the runner on first. It looks like he's going to get a quick jump and challenge Mesa. As Cherry Hill East looks to try to cut into this lead, currently down.
Yeah, right now they're doing anything they can. Yeah, you don't really want to open up with a leadoff man on first base, but as long as you can just keep it there, limit the damage as at first. But the runner's going to move on to second. Been exciting to do a more varied section of sports and try to get as much as we can.
Absolutely, and I was saying to Kyle Forsini, our other broadcasting student, Decker, this is probably our 14th or 15th game we've done together. We've been really successful as a broadcasting team, and we're going to just continue to keep up the excitement here at Northern. And we've got a really great game here going on. Extremely windy, but still, nonetheless, both teams have been playing extremely well.
Yeah, as you were just saying, we've done about 15 games together. How have you liked seeing Northern progress as a team throughout these years?
Well, certainly every game is different, and certainly we've had some difficult matchups, but for the most part, our teams are really successful and highly competitive, no matter who they're playing and no matter what sport it is. And you, Kyle, and I, we've done some games where Northern's been on the losing end, but we've done a lot more games where Northern's pulled off a big victory. So happy to be a part of that, and happy to continue to provide excellent programming to our community via Northern TV. And again, you can check out Northern TV on Comcast Channel 19, Verizon Channel 42. You can also check us out on the web. We have a YouTube channel as well. So lots of ways to stay plugged in. And it's not just Northern Athletics that we do. We do quite a lot of other programming, including graduation, senior night, scholars night, all of our concerts, Greyhound Choice, Greyhound Gala, and certainly our flagship program, Northern News. So lots of ways to stay plugged into all of the exciting action going on here at Northern, and this has been a really exciting game. It's clear that both these teams want to get a win in the worst way, and
Northern's started to lose this lead that they had built early on.
Still anybody's game here, and the crowd is really fired up.
Northern still got the point lead here, and they're looking to regroup, potentially get this within a one-score game, but Northern's trying to hold them to a point lead.
And try to get out of this one quickly here.
Yeah, this is an impressive start from this Northern team that's already 0-1 for the year, as they've been pretty much not allowing Cherry Hill East to do anything offensively, despite being a really good offensive team, as they only got a hit and a walk last inning. So it looks like Joey Horton looking to retire the side.
That was a fancy pickoff move there by the pitcher, trying to get the runner not paying attention. That's going to be a walk to load the bases, and the Hounds certainly have their work cut out for them here. Still in the lead though, 4-1, top of the fifth, still anybody's game. And Joey Wright looking to make something happen for Cherry Hill, trying to get a run in here and close the gap. I'll tell you what, the Cherry Hill Cougars, they're really making Northern work for every pitch. They've been so patient at the plate, and if Wright sees something he likes, he's going to put one out, try to close the gap here, close the lead. That was a great save by Mesa. If that ball gets past him, that's one, maybe two runs, and the Cougars are right back into this one. So great heads-up play there by the catcher.
We got bases loaded, one out. Northern's in a jam. They're going to have to make a defensive stop.
And it looks like it's going to be here with a pop-up. Out of reach there for the Hounds.
That was a great hustle play. You can't teach that effort. Extremely windy day so far today. It's 50 degrees. It's a little cold for baseball, but they're persevering. They're pushing through the weather, and they're going to keep playing hard.
And that's going to be an RBI single. Cherry Hill now cuts into the lead. Now down only 2 runs. 2 runners on.
Yeah, so far this has been a really exciting game, and it still could go either way. You never know in a close game like this one.
Coming up for the Cherry Hill East Cougars, Mike Bayshore, number 24.
Bayshore represents the winning run. They could tie the game with the 2 runners on that scoring position, and they could even take the lead if he finds himself scoring. Getting a win today would be a big confidence boost after a tough first game, especially against a team that's averaged 9 runs per game and has 3 wins. All right, Cherry Hill East with the tying run at the plate.
That was a great strikeout by the Greyhounds. Getting out of that inning, we head into the bottom of the 5th with Klauser, Forsini, and Mesa up for the Greyhounds. So you got your 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for Northern, and hopefully the 5-hitter, Sam Irvin, can get up as well. Look for the Hounds to really be aggressive in this inning as they're running up opportunities to kind of put this one away, but still in the driver's seat, 4-2. Still in the lead. Looking to get a big win here in front of our home crowd. Now batting for the Greyhounds, as we said, is Kyle Forsini. He is in his 2nd year on the varsity squad. He actually was formerly a varsity golf player. He led the team in hits last year with 25. Also led the team in runs scored with 19 and stolen bases with 6. So he's got a lot of speed. We'll see what he can do here at the bat. I was just saying last inning how patient the Cougars have been, and the Greyhounds have been doing the same exact thing. We're making both pitchers work for each and every pitch. And I know Kyle Forsini is looking for just the right pitch here to get on base.
Yeah, Kyle's a pretty good hitter. He stays patient at the plate, and he gets himself on base quite a bit, even if it doesn't come from hits or any of that matter. He walked earlier this season already, and he's been a great batter for this team ever since last year.
Looks like Forsini's going to get ground out to first base. Looks like the umpire is going to come out, though, and talk with the official. Coming up for the Greyhounds is catcher Will Mesa. I'd look for him just to kind of get on base and try to manufacture some runs here. As I said, the Hounds really just need 1 or 2 more runs. Put this one out of reach for the Cougars. Looks like we've got a pinch runner in for Will Mesa. We got Sam Irvin coming up. He's having a good game so far. Now batting for the Greyhounds is Sam Irvin. Now he is a dual threat, both hitting and pitching. He actually led the team in innings pitched last year, and he started, as we stated, the season opener here for the Greyhounds versus Pennsauken. Northern has a lot of multi-sport athletes on their team. As we look at the lineup, leadoff hitter Lorenzo Repack, as we stated, is a member of the varsity basketball team. We've also got Cameron Klauser, the number 2 hitter, starting quarterback for the varsity football team. Kyle Forsini is a varsity golf member in addition to baseball. Will Mesa and Sam Irvin, both starters and huge contributors to the varsity football team. So lots of athletes on the field, and I'm sure Coach Doppler is going to utilize those guys for their speed and their strength every opportunity he gets. Now, players with at least 50 at-bats last year, Will Mesa led the team with a .414 average. He also led the team in RBIs with 27 last season. So he's definitely a great hitter to have in this position, and we'll see what he could do. As we said, Northern has high expectations this season. They actually advanced to the quarterfinals last year, falling to Neptune 4-3. And even though their record was only 12-10, this is a team I think that can build on last year's experience and look to advance even further this year, possibly even winning BCSL.
So yeah, this team expects to win a bunch of games, potentially make a postseason run. They're going to try to get deep into the playoffs this year because they got a lot of seniors and they want to be able to make something happen in their last year of high school.
McElwee coming up for the Cougars. He had an RBI earlier, and he looks like the Hounds are going to try to get him at the bag. Looks like the manager for East is going to come out and talk with the umpires to discuss that ruling. And it looks like the umpires are going to rule him out. The Hounds are 2 innings away from getting a big win here today in front of our home crowd.
And there's still time to score.
And again, for those just tuning in, I am Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Decamaro. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, April 9th, 2018, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cherry Hill East Cougars, and which has been a really tight matchup so far.
Looks like that one's going to be... I think he tried to bunt that, but it went foul. So it was a good attempt because he easily got to second, but that one's just going to go out of bounds.
The Hounds get the fly out to end the inning, so we head into the bottom of the 6th.
So it looks like we're going to have Ryan Fig at the plate for Northern.
Ryan Feig looks like he's going to get thrown out there at first. 1 away.
Northern looking to get one more run to add on to this lead that they've built. Northern's done a great job manufacturing runs today, getting stuff that they wouldn't typically be able to have.
And that's going to be a single, putting a man on for Northern. Cherry Hill's pitcher certainly looking to keep them honest there on the bag. And we'll see what the Hounds can do.
Northern's been active on the base path so far, getting a lot of steals so far in this game.
And that's going to get past the catcher, so we're going to go to second base there. And I know Coach Doppler likes the effort there, and it's going to hold him on second. Try to get a run here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, looked to me like Cherry Hill East catcher tried too hard to make a play there. He could have easily just gotten the ball cleanly and thrown it, but he was trying to go fast and...
You'd like to see the Hounds maybe get one more run here, Decker, just to kind of put this one out of reach. Certainly 2 runs, 3 runs. A lot of people say, well, what's the difference? But 1 run could mean the difference in this one. These two teams have been playing really tough, so if the Hounds could maybe put 1 more on the board, they'd be in the driver's seat here going forward.
That's going to be a ground out, but it's going to move the runner. And with only 1 out, this...
We got a really chilly day here at the farm. This one started off at around 50 degrees, so I don't think weather's going to be much of a factor, but certainly an unseasonably cold day here for this home opener. But we have a great turnout of family, friends, community members, students on hand for this great matchup, and I know a lot of people are excited for the spring season. So we have a lot of exciting teams. And it looks like Cherry Hill's going to just try to keep Repack close to the base there. As you said, Decker, he's got a lot of speed. We saw him on the basketball team, varsity team, and I would be shocked if he didn't at least try to steal. And it looks like he's going to go. So Repack's going to go to second base there. And I know Coach Doppler likes the effort there and going to hold him on second. Try to get a run here. Just to recap some of the offensive production in this game, Northern scored 1 run in the bottom of the first. They went on to score 3 in the bottom of the second, and then they just tacked on 1 here in the bottom of the sixth. Some of the outstanding standouts were Sam Irvin, who went 3 for 3 today, and Northern got RBIs from Cam Clauser, Kyle Forsini, Ryan Wainwright, Lorenzo Repack, and got some really good pitching from Joe Horton, who will probably get the W today with only giving up 1 earned run. As we stated, Mike Bell started the game but had to leave after the first inning, so we wish him a speedy recovery. Evan Gelman had the RBI for Cherry Hill East. And just to let our viewers know, once again, Northern TV will be producing 2 games later this week. In fact, this Wednesday we have 2 games, boys volleyball and boys lacrosse versus RV, and a great matchup this Thursday, girls softball versus RV as well. So we look forward to all of our friends, families, community members to come out and support our Hounds.
Right now, everybody on Northern's team's checking their watches, just waiting for this game to be over, hoping that they can just walk away with this win. They've played extremely well.
No, absolutely. Their defense has been playing really well as all of the seniors tonight, so want to congratulate them for their effort and, credit to the coaching staff who, had our boys ready to play tonight and came out with a great game plan as the clock is ticking down. Certainly anything can happen in these waning moments, but it looks like the Greyhounds are going to get a big win here tonight. So congratulations to our boys. Want to take this opportunity to thank our Northern TV crew as we wrap up this game, our facilities department, our athletic department, our teachers and staff, certainly our other video production teacher, Mr. Pona, Decker, certainly you for doing a great job, our camera operators, Emily Walsh and Ashley Walsh, and Joey Skelza for his brief contribution. Also want to thank our Northern TV intern, Andrew Baez, for his production work. This is actually my 52nd game announcing, so it's really been a pleasure to continue to do these games with you, Decker, and obviously Kyle Forsini, who we hope to get later this week for a couple of other games. So that looks like that's going to do it. Greyhounds pull off a big win, first win of the season. Congratulations to Coach Doppler and the boys. For all of us here at Northern TV, I am Mr. James Dowd signing off.